Over the past month or so, Twitch has made themselves look like the stupidest company imaginable. They have just had controversy after controversy after controversy, and I am so confused as to what's happening. And that is why I wanted to talk about Twitch today and see what the future of Twitch really is. Although I want to start by saying that Twitch has made at least one good thing, which isn't a super good thing, and that good thing is a lower payout minimum. I don't understand it a lot, but from what I do understand, it's basically you get paid faster and quicker, and that's pretty much it. Instead of going from $100, which would be the threshold, and then they would pay you, now it's $50, which is better, but some people are still like, hey, why is this even a threshold in the first place? Why is this happening? I don't completely understand it, but what I do understand is the rest of what's making Twitch bad. For me, it all started with the 50-50 rev split change. Originally, Twitch had a 70-30 rev split, which meant that whatever gift sub you get, I'm pretty sure it was mainly just gift subs, you would get 70% of the cut compared to 30%, which is still like a little I don't really like that much because I'm putting in more of the work, or the big creators, I don't stream on Twitch, but the big creators would be putting in more work, so why are they not getting more money? Twitch decided, well, I mean, like, hey, we gotta step up our game, right? And we're gonna do that by announcing that we are, drumroll please, we are reducing everyone's pay. Why is no one cheering for me? Yeah, they basically just said, fuck you to all of the streamers, and now we are paying you much less. Well, I mean, like, there's gotta be a reason, though, right? So I think a lot of people, and by a lot of people I mean fucking everyone, were like, so Twitch, why exactly are you doing this? You've gotta have, like, a good reason behind this, right? This isn't just one of your funny haha pranks that nobody laughs at, right? Well, they did have a reason, and that reason, I mean, are you sitting down? I hope that you're sitting down, because this is a really good reason. The reason is because we're all in this together. When we first established a 50-50 revenue share split, it was to signal that we're in this together. How fucked of a concept is that, to think that you cutting everyone's pay is to signal that we're in this together? Yeah, like if someone's dangling off the ledge and they're like, please, Logan, save me, and I'm like, oh man, give me some money first, because we're in this together. Is that like, does that make any sense? So yeah, they pulled a Disney Channel, they said that we're all in this together, but then they also had an example for how, well, I mean, like, the cost of our service is just so much, even though we're owned by Amazon. But anyway, I mean, the cost of our service is just so much. So, for example, we're going to give you a great example with a streamer who streams 200 hours a month or more, then that would cost $1,000 per month. Which everyone can kind of just sniff out that bullshit, Twitch. No one is thinking that 200 hours is a reasonable time at all. It's extremely unreasonable, especially if you actually look up how many hours are in 1 month, you might ask. Well, 730 hours. And people were pretty rightfully upset. I mean, there were a lot of people that were realizing that this is a dumb decision, and I think this was the start of the end. It might be a little bit dramatic, but I mean, hear me out. YouTube could do this, theoretically. They could lower the revenues, but people would be fucking pissed. But at the same time, YouTube can do that because it's YouTube. Even before all this happened, in my head, I was like, okay, so Twitch, you need to better yourself, because YouTube is just better. They have no competition. They could fuck you over at any point if they wanted to. So when they do something like this where they just straight up lower revenue split, they have a competitor. YouTube is their competitor. Imagine if YouTube improved their streaming service when this revenue split went live. Twitch would be dead. They are not in the position to be making extreme blunders like this. They can't do that, and yet they keep doing that. And I wanted to show what I mean exactly by how this difference affects Twitch compared to YouTube. So for example, if you go on Moist Critical's channel, which is, he's one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, you look at the views, 174,000, 123,000, 222,000, a lot of views, but he is absolutely in like the top probably 0.2% of streamers on Twitch. He's extremely massive. You go to his YouTube channel and you realize, holy shit, 1.8 million, 1.1 million, 2.2 million, this giant increase, and he's getting ads every single time. Like, if you watch a VOD on Twitch, you might not get ads. I haven't gotten ads occasionally, but if you watch long enough, you'll get ads. YouTube, you pretty much always get a pre-roll, and it's not very intrusive. It's pretty fine. We'll talk about pre-rolls for Twitch in a bit. What I'm trying to say is that the difference in how much money you make compared to Twitch and YouTube is extreme. Probably gonna want to watch during the stream, right? You're probably not gonna want to watch the VOD. So the VOD is like the main way that you can get more ads, because people might just click off your stream. But then it's also not running, so it's like you're making less money, and it's a mess. And then to dig even more salt into this extremely open wound, you can see that an average of 6+ viewers is top 21%, and an average of 26+ viewers is top 5%, an average of 250+ viewers is top 1% for Twitch. That is insane. That is insanity. That's sick. If you have more than 6 viewers on your stream at a given time, you are in the top 21%. That's nothing. And it's because Twitch is so top heavy. They are very much, if you go on Twitch right now, here, let's do an example again. Alright, I'm on Twitch and I want to check, let's see some random channels. Oh wow, they're all, as you can see, they're all pretty popular. Okay, well let's go to here and sort from, let's just go recommended for me, right? Wow, that's and again, that's the main way that people are going to be watching and seeing streams in the first place. With YouTube, I have a lot of problems with the YouTube algorithm, especially as a small creator, but at the same time, on Twitch, it is even worse, because you have no way to actually have people see your streams. I think the main way that you can do that is to be like, okay, guys, I'm gonna make a Mario Kart tournament or something for viewers, and then you might get a follower. I've done that in the past. It barely does anything though, and what if I don't want to do that? Then I don't go fucking anywhere. And then you've got the ad problem. So like, let's say I want to go on Emiru's stream, very popular creator. I get 2 unskippable ads. Very cool. And that is almost every single stream on Twitch. With YouTube, you might not even get an ad. Most likely you'll get a skippable ad because it's a stream. You want to get right into the stream. So let's say you want to bounce around on Twitch. You want to go Emiru, Moist Critical, fucking XQC. You get an ad every single time. Every single time. Twitch doesn't take into account that you're bouncing between and actually, like, you've already watched an ad. No, it doesn't matter. So you can see how that fucks over small streamers, because they get an ad and then people are just gonna be like, well, I don't know who this guy is, and I don't even know if he's good. I'm just gonna go to someone who I actually know. But don't worry, everyone. Twitch has your back with elevated chat. Quite frankly, the most embarrassing feature they've added of all time. Now, elevated chats is probably the best feature they've ever had. Let's say you want to send the streamer just a nice, family-friendly message, dick and pussy, for example. Put a chat in there. So I'm poorly explaining this. What I'm saying is that literally everyone will see their message at any time, everyone, except for the streamer. Because where that message is displayed is under the fucking stream layout. So that giant box where the streamer is streaming, it will be displayed there. It's not in the chat, it's under the stream. So the chat will see the chat, which is... why? And on top of that, you've got the 2.5 minute duration, which is $100, but the $5 30-second duration, why not just do that 5 times? Did no one think of that? So as you can see, probably the best feature that they've ever added. It's so good. I haven't seen an elevated chat in so long. I wonder why. So we've got the pay cuts, we've got the elevated chat garbage, we've got all the ad problems, but what else can Twitch do to fuck up their reputation? Well, recently they also had TwitchCon, which had massive injuries, specifically with Adriana Chechik, who broke her back in 2 places. How is that possible? Well...
my God! Big sense of her own! You good? Great victory there. I can't get out. Are you okay? Are you okay? She's held down by the Biffle medic!
Gravity.
No, she's fine.
Alright, we'll make sure she is okay.
And that was another classic Twitch, how the fuck did you, how did you screw this up? Basically, that was a foam pit, and you can kind of, it's one of those things where somebody has this giant foam stick, hit them into the foam pit, wow, it's so fun. But instead, the foam pit was more like a limp dick foam pit. So it went down like a couple inches. So essentially what she did was she landed directly onto the floor, bypassing all of the foam and all of that shit, and that fucking hurts. Overall, a very cool, very fun-filled event, and as you can see from their Twitter, man, they're so happy with the event. They didn't go over any of the controversy. They are completely ignoring it, just like the dumbasses they are. And these are all of the major things that have happened recently with Twitch and why they keep shooting themselves in the foot, not realizing that they're basically fucking creators over. The revenue split will go live in June of 2023. I would think that they would realize, like, oh man, maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe we shouldn't do this. There's a lot of like backlash. Maybe we should put it into like a beta for some reason. But I have a good feeling that so not really a good feeling, more just like a feeling in general that they're just gonna go through with it. I've even seen big streamers like Jerma, I think Iron Mouse is one of them, not sure about that, but I know that Jerma said, like, if I have to run ads, I'm just gonna quit Twitch and go to YouTube.
If I am forced to run ads on this platform, I will leave this platform.
One of the biggest points that I wanted to talk about and really drive home was the fact that Twitch cannot do this. What I mean is, like, they are literally not in a position to do this. YouTube can fuck creators over constantly because it's YouTube. It sucks, but it's fucking YouTube. I mean, they also have Amazon backing them up. Like, they don't need more money. It's very obvious, unless Amazon's, like, being really fucking greedy. But, I mean, that does make sense. It is Amazon. But at the same time, I think it's kind of like the live service model of other games, like Halo Infinite, Battlefield 2042, Diablo, a bunch of Blizzard games. Really prioritize monetization over everything. I guess Halo Infinite isn't as bad as those other examples. What I'm trying to say is that because of this need to, like, keep making money, this need to keep trying to make as much fucking money as possible, you forget about the fact that you still want to make a good game. You overall want to make a good product, and with Twitch, they just keep failing. They don't add things that are meaningful, and whenever they do add something meaningful, like elevated chat, it's fucking trash. But think about it, if they would keep adding stuff that people actually like, then people will use the platform, kind of like in video games, where if more people have stuff to do that is fun, then they might spend money on the game instead of, you know, being like, fuck you, give me more money, give me money, I want my money. Twitch needs to stop being that little gremlin that wants money and start being a better company that actually prioritizes its streamers over everything else. I don't know why they don't understand this. And those are my thoughts on the future of Twitch. I'd like to see what you guys think about Twitch in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully they do better, and yeah, bye.